2-0, and that was really loved watching the guys come out, and you're coming off a bye week. We've practiced 38 times. You were sitting there and you're going through. There's so many opportunities to try to simulate the game and to try to put yourself in a position to what it's going to be like. But you really can never get to that point until you kick it off. And I was really pleased once again with how our guys prepared. I thought we came out. We talked a lot about starting fast, and you're really pleased with our guys' preparation. Thought we started fast. The defense, incredible job. Completely dominant. They gave up one play, a little unique formation that we got on. So they got us on one, and but I thought from that point on, just total dominance. What we get 5 takeaways, 6 takeaways. That's who we want to be. That's who we want to be as a football team. We're going to be aggressive. It's not just offensively, it's defensively, it's special teams. Everybody, man, we want to go and own the football. And I was really pleased with our guys and how they worked. And it was a great day for our coaches. It was a great day for our university, and we're looking forward to focusing on the next step now. Any questions?
Did the offense make the progress you hoped?
At times. I thought we ran the ball better. I thought that was something that showed up. I saw some improvement in those areas. There's still some things that we have to get corrected. Our tempo's not where it needs to be. I didn't think we protected as well in a sense. And some of that everybody, when you say protection, everybody thinks offensive lineman. Everybody's involved in protection. And it's whether it's backs, whether it's quarterback, everybody's got a role to play, and so we've got to continue to get better. We're still playing a lot of young faces. It's probably where we should be in a sense of our offense is trying to come on. And we got a lot of guys that are in new roles and new demands. But I thought I was pleased with seeing the running game pick up, and then we still have some work to do.
The tempo's not as fast as it needs to be.
No question. No, we are. It's not very good.
So the pick 6 certainly came in at a good time. What did you see there, and what do you see of his play generally?
Well, I'll tell you, that was something. We talk to our guys all the time about how you handle adversity. And at the end of that offensive series, and then the punt, that was about as bad a 4-play stretch as you'll ever see. Our defense had to go out there and they had to play the next play. You can't sit there and complain about what's going on. You can't complain about the situation you're put in. You could just focus on that play. We had a pretty good sense. That was a play that they'd shown on when they got a sudden change, got some momentum. Coach Ball did a great job in putting ourselves in a great position, and then we had a player make a play. And Jonathan Wilson, so proud of him. He's a young man that he didn't get here till a week into fall camp. And he's got an opportunity to do some really special things. It was fun seeing him out there. Anytime you let a big man get a pick 6, it's great things are happening. And so I was really pleased with him. But there was a lot of different factors: the pressure we got on the quarterback, the coverage in the back end, that helped allow that play to be made.
It seemed like if you made a mistake, the next play or a couple of plays later, you bounce back after the punt was a bad snap. You came back and you made the play with the takeaway. Always seems to be bouncing back after something happens, which is the fortunes of a good team to be able to recover like that.
Well, that's something we have to thrive on. And anybody that's ever been out to practice knows we're demanding. We're demanding as a coaching staff. I thought Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, anybody who's there at the end of it knew that I wasn't pleased with with how the practices went. And a lot of that is because I want these guys to push. I don't want them just to be better than they were yesterday. I want them to be the best they've ever been. And that's something that you have to push. You have to put guys in adverse situations because it's going to show up in the games. The game of football is so wonderful because you see the highs and the lows. There are going to be some low moments throughout this season. There's going to be some low plays. We saw a couple today. But the thing we talk to our guys about is, man, how do you respond? Do you focus on that next play being the best you can be and be able to learn from the mistakes and move forward? Today it was the defense. The defense had to step up after an offense and special teams miscue. Next week it might be the offense. So you're going to be put in those situations, just like you're going to be put in those situations in life. Man, that's what we're trying to build on, and I was pleased with what I saw in that aspect.
This is a defense that didn't force a lot of takeaways a year ago. Do you see that as a byproduct of experience, of the emphasis that you put on creating takeaways, and what would you kind of point to?
I mean, I think it's a combination of both, and we every day we start off with a takeaway circuit. We start off with a tackling circuit. That is who we are. I don't get too caught up. I think we held them under 300 yards of total offense. That doesn't really matter as much to me. What I'm looking for is, I want to see, are we getting the ball? Right, we dominated the field position today. That's what helped us win this game, right? And when you're taking the ball over six times, you're putting your offense in good position. Our offense was 100% ball security. We had the punt, that obviously we got to correct. But that's what you want to be. And you can, offensively, we didn't have the numbers you'd like to have, but you own the ball and you have a defense that gets the ball 6 times for you. You're going to win the football game. And that's what we emphasize, and I was really pleased with the offense. Riley threw a couple balls away that maybe last week he would have forced. We still took a couple sacks we can't take, but I was pleased with what I saw, and our guys are buying into that. They're trying to be ball hawks and trying to make sure that we're flipping the game in that regards.
Is the defense, you took over a very good team, but the defense was lit up a little bit last year. In terms of developing a swagger, has that been part of it, is to believe in themselves, and do you feel like they have a swagger?
I hope so. That's something that we want them. We need them to do that. You see in different years, you're going to have different points. Our offense is going to be a dang good offense. I love the guys we have, but when you're playing, we have 6, 7 guys that are new faces. That was their second college game. And when you're going into it, you've got to have that experience is something you've got to trust in on our defense. And I think you saw it in the spring ball. Coach Ball and the defensive staff does an incredible job in helping build that, because we focus on fundamentals, we focus on technique, we build a system that is made for the playmakers that we have on our defensive personnel. And so you see that swagger that they're starting to develop because they believe in it. They believe in who they are. They believe in what we're running. And then, when they go out there and have an opportunity to make the plays, they make them. There's still things both sides of the ball we got to continue to improve on. That's what I love. I just got done talking to the team, and I'm sitting there looking at our defensive players, and then they know they have to get better. They know they have to improve. Well, where does that start? Tomorrow at practice. Tuesday at practice, Wednesday. If we want to get to where we need to go, we got to get better each week. And so I like the swagger, but I like the hunger. And so this game is a funny game, because you never know which side of the ball is going to be the bell cow for each week. But I like the way our team plays.
Mike, you're talking about playing faster. You're still not happy at that point. You had 72 plays, and then you had 73 against SEMO. But in the fourth quarter, you're running the ball. You got the big lead.
For what I'm looking for is the body language, the in between plays. Those are things that I try to focus on. We'd be ignorant if we're running lightning pace in the fourth quarter. So like I said, people ask what is the ideal number count. Whatever it takes to win. I don't care. We had 40 snaps in the first half. I think 39, 40 snaps. That's pretty good. You're on pace for 80. You did some good things. We missed some drives. We had some things that cost us. But I think we will get there. We just got to continue to start pushing.
Hey, Coach, you had 6 turnovers, but you only had 13 points off of it. Was it because you took your foot off the gas a bit, or?
I think that's a great question. But I think it was we didn't execute, and we have to capitalize on that. And that's something that as an offensive group their defense did a good job of going out there and executing when they were put in a bad situation, but we can't allow that offensively. We got to get the ball in the end zone. We got points, a couple of times, but we can't leave that many points on the board.
Offensively on the running game, are you still trying to decide who's going to step up and be your big studs? Because tonight was Taylor and then even Pollard.
Yeah, no, in this game, you're gonna. If you don't have 3 or 4 backs that you can use, you're going to be in trouble. We utilize a lot of 2-back sets. I like our guys. I like our personnel. But, as we're going, Darrell Henderson halfway through the game comes down, he's sick. He can't go. So we lost him partway through the game. Had a couple guys that get banged up, and so it's next man ready. And Coach Dickey and Coach Long have done a tremendous job of preparing those guys, and they know when they get an opportunity, they better make the play.